Sorry, guys, it's been a long time, but there's been so much sludge on the TVs and films. I haven't got to see anything, and the stuff I did see, I wouldn't want to watch. Cause I'm sorry, if I'm not invested in watching a movie or a TV show, I'm not gonna try to watch it. Like The Peacemaker, the first season, it came out 2022. It was decent, but it wasn't nothing to talk about. Second season, I took peeks of it, and I totally passed it. And don't get me started on the Alien series. What was it called? Alien Rebirth or something like that. It was like unbelievably bad. You have they put the kids that's like sick consciousness in robots, and they're supposed to go into war or something like that. I was like, okay. And it's canon with the Alien film. So I'm like, okay, I'm out. I'm not watching this crap at all. So yeah, so it's been a minute. So apologies. Um, Superman's a failure, which makes me extremely happy. Extremely happy because that film is hot garbage. I ain't never been happy for a film to flop in my life than Superman. Because when I think about Superman, I said this before. I think about Superman, I think about Christopher Reeves, I think about Dean Cain, which he's trying to do the boot camp now, God bless his soul. The guy's in his early 50s. The guy was a monster when he was younger, so I'm hoping muscle memory will help him and he can get to that training camp and do his thing. But yeah, the new guy that Superman does not compare to none of those guys. So I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for the horror season to come because we got The Conjuring, we got some good Conjuring 4, which looks fucking, sorry for the cursing. I know people's watching, that's in my family, but that film looks awesome. I'm a big fan of Conjuring franchise, except for Annabelle Comes Home. That was the weakest of all of them, but I'm a big fan of all the Conjuring films. The Conjuring 4, it looks like a lot of stakes in it. It's this case that retired the Warrens. We have the demon that's basically, from what I get from the trailer, they faced in their first case and they were so scared they ran out of the case, and they went home. And now it's like a rematch for them versus that demon, and they're gonna try to rescue a family that's attacked by the demon. So I think The Conjuring 4 might be the best film of our decade. It looks like a lot of stakes is involved, and I'm hoping that'll be good. The Jaws 40th anniversary, 50th anniversary, yeah, 50th anniversary is coming to theaters. I'm gonna try to catch it. I love the Jaws film. It was awesome. It's classic. I even like the second Jaws film. That was really good. But the first one is top tier, awesome. So I'm gonna try to catch that in the theater, and we'll see what happens. All right. So I'm thinking about, the movies has been really crap lately. So I'm thinking about maybe crossing over into the pro wrestling talk. But I don't know, because I'm a big fan of the Attitude Era and the Golden Era and even the Ruthless Aggression Era. I was a huge fan as a kid. Growing up to my teens, watch that time of pro wrestling. And right now, WWE, it's really being greedy and not thinking about the fans. They are overcharging in tickets for seatings. They're overcharging pay-per-views. And now they went from they was on Peacock, and now they did Netflix, and now they're going over to ESPN. ESPN was awesome back then. Now it's totally garbage. trash beyond belief. And now they're going on that, and they have the audacity to charge people $30 for their subscription, which I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of WWE, but that's like a pile of garbage. You don't charge your fans more money to watch the main pay-per-views on ESPN, and it's not called for. You don't do that stuff. You understand? It's not cool. You don't think about the fans. You don't think about the people that stuck with you through the PG era, which I couldn't. As a miracle, I didn't stop watching the WWE in the PG era. That was like some of their worst televised shows. Coming from the Attitude Era. I stuck by them, and I watched all this stuff, but now they're just greedy as hell, and I'm not pleased with it at all. So all right, I'm gonna talk about this situation about Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson. Hope I get his name right. He beat up this indie pro wrestler of the name Stuart Smith. And I know you guys seen the videos. It was terrible. And it all started from when he hit Raja Jackson with a prop beer can. And the coward got angry and all this stuff. He got his feelings hurt, whatever. I'm like, you're Rampage Jackson's son. You have to have more balls than that to be pissed off something like that. The guy clearly thought you was in the work. He clearly thought you was part of he's seen the filming was happening, so he's seen that think they probably was part of the show. He didn't know that it wasn't part of the show. He didn't know you was really pissed off. And afterwards, the guy apologized to you multiple times. You could tell he was sorry. And then you agree with him. And then you did what you did during the match. You jumped in and you beat the daylights out of him. I think he punched him like 23 times. And mind you guys, the guy was already knocked out already. Clean cold, he was already knocked out, and Raja Jackson was pounding him to the ground. Thank God his colleagues stopped him, because if not, he would have probably been killed. If you've seen the videos, it was bad. Even for a guy like me I'm born in New York, born from the Bronx, I see people beat down all the time. It's nothing new to me, but like, the guy was not expecting it. He thought it was all a part of that, when he got knocked out and he started pounding him, like, holy cow, like, it got real. And the guy's a veteran. He did the wrestling to help his PTSD. And for Raja Jackson to do that was pretty cold-hearted and wrong. He should be in jail. And this happened at I'm trying to read here, the Knox Pro Wrestling School. It was Rikishi. It's his school. And I don't know, the people keep saying he's like a little guy, a young kid. The guy's 26 years old. He's old enough to know what his actions were. And he was caught on camera predicting what's he going to do to that pro wrestler in the ring. So I think, like I said, it's nasty, it's disgusting. He should be arrested. Because he could have, like, if that guy, his colleague, didn't help him, he probably would have killed him. And it's awful. It's awful, and I don't know what's happening in society. People have to be kind to each other. People have to think before they react. I'm in New York City. I live in New York. You know how many people bump into me all the time? You know how many nasty people I deal with all the time on the trains and in the streets? If I have to react to everything that happens to me, I'll be in jail, right? I wouldn't be working right now. I wouldn't be here now. But obviously, Roger Jackson did not think about his reactions, and he hurt this guy really bad in the ring. And thank God his colleagues stopped him from doing more damage. So let me see what I wrote down here. I'm trying to go through my notes here. I'm sorry, I'm at work right now, so I'm trying to go through my work right here. Yeah, it's just a bad situation. I'm thinking about crossover. Like I said, I'm thinking about crossover to the wrestling world and talk about the matches, talk about the pay-per-views, and because I like WWE, but like I said, they got really commercial. And they're starting to fall off of what made WWF/WWE like awesome. And they're not thinking about the fans at all. Like I think I saw a nosebleed seat for like $1,000. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm not gonna take my kids to $1,000 nosebleed seat. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what they're thinking, or because times is hard now. You don't do that to your fans. You think about your fans, and you do reasonable prices. But that situation with Roger Jackson, it was really bad. I'm really glad that Smith's wife organized a GoFundMe. Go look online for his GoFundMe. And last time I looked, it was up $89,000. And I'm really happy that they're raising the money for his medical bills, because he was a military veteran and he deserves to be respected. And I hope and pray that they press charges on Roger Jackson. And I don't really give a damn if it's Rampage's son. Rampage he should have taught his son better than that. Like, if my kids would do that, I'll be furious. You should always stand up for yourself, but you do not take advantage of someone or someone in the situation. You gotta be better than that, and that guy should be better than that. He's 25 years old, 25, 26. You don't do stuff like that. All right, so it's gonna be a quickie today because I have to go back to my job and do my work. But spooky season is coming, which is my favorite season of all. I can't wait for The Conjuring 4. I'll probably gotta do some videos of classic horror movies, because I don't think any good horror movies, either The Conjuring 4 is coming out. So I'm gonna do a compare of like what's the best horror movies of back then, what's the worst. Everybody that knows me well, everybody knows I love Halloween. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Friday the 13th, Leprechaun, all those films, Chucky. It's just the sequel's a little wary, but I love all those films. I've seen every horror movie known to man. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this right now. The movie Weapons is not all that. Like, I'm a big fan of horror movies making money because it's better for the franchise. And since DC and Marvel is crapping the bed and not doing anything, they're losing money. At least Weapons is making, I think they're making double their budget. So at least for the horror community, it's a big win. And I'll take that win, even though I don't like the movie that much. I'm a bigger horror movie fan that I will accept that win for the franchise. But it's nothing. I seen every horror movie known to man. It's not scary. It's not hip. It's none of that stuff. It had moments, but it's nothing. The Conjuring 4, I think, From the trailers, from everything I read from the background stories of the real family that have been terrorized by the demon, I think it might be the best horror film of the decade. It's looking like it might be that. I hope I'm right. We'll see. I'm seeing an opening night, guys. So you will get my theater reaction. If I go like this, show a video of my hair go up, like I did for The Conjuring 2, then we know that film is gonna be a home run. So we'll see. And I'm trying to figure out any other films that I want to see that's coming out the rest of this year. Like 2025 is a pretty bad year for film, except for F1 with Brad Pitt, which I really liked. And I forgot the other film. My God. All right, but definitely Brad Pitt and the other horror movie, which I really like. Final Destination Bloodlines. That was, in my view, that's probably the best one from the original. The original was awesome. This one was like next to it. And the other films, I can't even, it's like Ballerina and all that stuff was okay, but it was a bad year for films. And the superhero genre is in deep jeopardy. Deep jeopardy. You had fake Captain America that came out, flopped. You had Thunderbolts with the power of the hug to one of the most powerful villains in Marvel Universe, the Void. The Void in the comics broke the Hulk's bones in a single shot. You understand? That's how powerful that villain is. And they beat him with a hug. Flop. Fantastic Four, I like that film. The ending fell apart a little bit, but it was good. That flopped. So my prediction, guys, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman Wolverine, and Deadpool might be the leaders, or maybe even Thor with them. Because other people, they did not make the cut. They didn't make the box office. So I think they're going to go back to the OG characters moving forward. And we'll see what they're going to be against Dr. Doom. And I think another prediction. I think Robert Downey Jr. will not be the main Dr. Doom. I think he's a conjurant. I think he's being used. And I think the real Dr. Doom will be revealed in Secret Wars, which I'm praying at, because Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom is probably the worst decisions I ever seen in my life in the comic industry. Because Robert Downey Jr. was an awesome Iron Man. And to make him Dr. Doom is pathetic, lazy as hell. Because normies are going to tune in and be like, wait a minute, he died. Why is he Dr. Doom? Some people will have no idea what's going on. If you're not connected or following everything like I am, or people that I look up to in the YouTube industry, like Neurotic or The Fellowship, you're going to be confused. You're going to be thinking to yourself, what the hell's going on here? But, and then there's a whole situation that they say that Robert Downey Jr. had a beef with someone on the set, which I will totally believe that, because everything's online and the pressure's on them to make a decent film. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. So this is going to be it for today. When the horror season comes along, I will attempt to do an hour video, because horror is like my love. I love horror films. I watch all horror films from the 50s all the way to now. And that's my love. So we will do something, and hopefully I could talk with I could bring colleagues and come in and we will talk about horror movies. We'll see what happens. So guys, like my reviews. Go check David Smart, the Smart Review. You'll get the most smart, the most honest reviews possible. I'll see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Peace.